All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines: BJP to launch 10-day nationwide mass contact drive from today to mobilize support for Citizenship Amendment Act. SGPC to send 4-member delegation to Pakistan following a mob attack on Gurudwara Nankana Sahib. Air India chief rejects rumours of shutdown of disinvestment-bound national carrier. 2 missiles hit high-security green zone in Baghdad that houses the US embassy. President Donald Trump threatens to hit 52 sites in Iran if Tehran strikes US assets. And in cricket, India to take on Sri-Lanka in the first T20 international in Guwahati this evening. BJP will begin a 10-day mass contact drive nationwide from today to mobilize support for the Citizenship Amendment Act. BJP President and Home Minister Amit Shah will join the drive in Delhi, while Party Working President JP Nadda will start the drive in Ghaziabad. Several union ministers and BJP leaders, including Rajnath Singh and Nitin Gadkari, will also take part in this door-to-door campaign in different parts of the country. BJP General Secretary Anil Jain said that the party leaders and workers will contact 3 crore families to rally support for the CAA.
5 जनजागरण अभियान के तहत पहली समिति है जनसंपर्क अभियान, जिसमें 3 करोड़ परिवारों को हमें संपर्क करना है। दूसरी समिति बनी है संवाद समिति। तीसरा है विशेष सामाजिक संपर्क श्रेणी। चौथा कार्यक्रम है हमारा सोशल मीडिया का, और 5वां है मीडिया। और मीडिया तो बाकी ऊपर के चारों कार्यक्रमों से भी जुड़ा है।
As part of its program, the BJP has launched a toll-free number 88662 88662 for people to give missed calls to register their endorsement of the law. In Uttar Pradesh, BJP will hold programs in all 75 districts today to clear misconception about the Citizenship Amendment Act. The party will go in a big way to the general public, especially the intellectual class, in its mega outreach campaign. Many union ministers, senior party leaders including JP Nadda and ministers in the state government will participate in the campaign. More from our correspondent.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will start the mega outreach campaign of the party on Citizenship Amendment Act this morning in his constituency Lucknow. He will meet Justice Khemkaran and famous ophthalmologist Dr. Sudhesh Srivastav at their respective residences and will seek their support on the act. Many other union ministers will also meet people and then hold press conferences to remove the misconceptions on the act. Union Minister of State for Tourism and Culture Prahlad Singh Patel will be in Jhansi, while Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan will be in Varanasi, the parliamentary constituency of Prime Minister. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Haryana Chief Minister will lead the campaign at Panchkula from 10:45 a.m. to 12 p.m. After this, he will reach Jalandhar at 1 p.m. for another CAA Sampark Abhiyan. Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee SGPC will send a 4-member delegation to Pakistan to take stock of the situation following a mob attack on Gurudwara Nankana Sahib. SGPC Chief Govind Singh Longowal told media persons that the delegation will also meet Sikh families in Nankana Sahib. Strongly condemning the mob attack on the historic Sikh shrine, SGPC chief appealed to the Pakistan government to take stern action against the culprits. He said the sentiments of the Sikh community were hurt with the attack on Gurudwara Nankana Sahib. Mr. Longowal said the SGPC will also take up this matter with the United Nations. A mob attacked Gurudwara Nankana Sahib, where Sikhism founder Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born. They also pelted stones at the Sikh pilgrims. Meanwhile, India strongly condemned vandalism at Nankana Sahib Gurudwara in Pakistan. It has called upon the Pakistan government to take immediate steps to ensure the safety, security and welfare of the members of the Sikh community. Air India Chief Ashwani Lohani has said that rumours of the disinvestment-bound airlines shutdown are all baseless. Air India Chairman and Managing Director said that Air India will continue to fly and also expand. He said there should be no cause for concern whatsoever to travellers, corporates or agents. He added that Air India, the national carrier, is still the biggest airline of India. The ongoing Indian Science Congress enters its 3rd day today in Bengaluru. Women's Science Congress and Science Communicators Congress will begin today at the University of Agricultural Sciences. Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi will be the chief guest at the Science Communicators Meet. The leading experts in the field of science communication will interact with young investigators and also the public at large on a variety of aspects of science and technology and its application to human welfare. The theme of the meet is science and technology and its application to rural development. 4 eminent scientists and science communicators will deliver the lecture besides hosting 20 oral and 20 poster presentations. More from a correspondent.
In the afternoon, Dr. Tessie Thomas, Director General, Aeronautical Systems in DRDO, and Chairperson of Infosys Foundation, Dr. Sudha Murthy, will be the chief guest at the inaugural of Women Science Congress. To motivate younger women to actively participate in science, 24 women achievers in different fields of science and technology, as information technology, biotechnology, agriculture, medicine, nutrition, space and sports, will be sharing their experiences as women in 3 sessions. Around 164 poster presentations will be made from PhD, MSc scholars. Nearly 1,500 women participants have registered as delegates. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The results for the Common Admission Test CAT 2019 have been declared. 10 candidates have scored a perfect 100 percentile in the CAT, and all of them are men from technology and engineering background. Of the candidates scoring an overall 100 percentile, 4 candidates are from Maharashtra and the remaining candidates are from Jharkhand, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttarakhand and West Bengal. CAT 2019 saw the highest number of test takers in the last 10 years. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. 2 missiles hit the green zone in the Iraqi capital of Baghdad yesterday evening, a day after a U.S. drone strike killed Iran Revolutionary Guards Commander General Qasem Soleimani. Several reports suggested that the twin blast took place in the green zone, the high-security enclave where the U.S. Embassy is based. The Iraqi military said one projectile hit inside the zone while another landed close to the enclave. Sirens immediately rang out at the American compound in Baghdad that hosts both diplomats and troops. A pair of Katyusha rockets that struck the Al-Balad Air Force Base hosting U.S. troops in the north of the capital. Surveillance drones were sent above the base to locate the source of the rockets. The U.S. now fears a backlash against its mission and bases where its troops are deployed across Iraq. U.S. Embassy in Baghdad has urged American citizens to leave Iraq immediately over fear of a fallout from the strike. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has said that the assassination of Qasem Soleimani was a big mistake by US and called on the regional states to unite against Washington's threats. President Rouhani made the remarks in a telephonic conversation with his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Hassan Rouhani also met Qatari Foreign Minister Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani in Tehran. According to the Iranian news agency IRNA, President Rouhani told the Qatari Foreign Minister that the assassination of Qasem Soleimani will have repercussions in the region and US will pay a heavy price for its terrorist move. The President further said that Iran is not seeking tensions and regional insecurity. US President Donald Trump has warned that America will target 52 sites in Iran and will hit them very fast and very hard if Tehran attacks American personnel or assets. In a tweet, Trump said some of these sites are very important to Iran and Iranian culture. The European Union Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell stressed the need for de-escalation. After meeting Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif in Brussels, Borrell said he has urged Zarif to maintain the landmark nuclear accord negotiated between Iran and the UN Security Council permanent members Britain, France, China, Russia and the United States, plus Germany. Meanwhile, protests were held in Washington, New York and some other U.S. cities against the possibilities of war with Iran. Britain has said that it will send 2 warships to the Strait of Hormuz to ensure the safety of UK vessels and citizens amid rising tensions in the Middle East. In a tweet, UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace said, "Government will take all necessary steps to protect our ships and citizens at this time." Wallace said he discussed the situation in the region with US State Secretary Mike Pompeo. In Libya, 28 people were killed and dozens injured in an airstrike on a military school in the capital Tripoli. At the time of the strike, the cadets were gathered on a parade ground before going to their dormitories. Southern part of Tripoli has seen fierce fighting since last April when military strongman Khalifa Haftar began an offensive against the Government of National Accord or GNA. Back home, government is committed to make policies and programs for the development and promotion of tourism, and the year 2019 witnessed several steps in this direction. As the sector has the capacity to boost economy, foreign exchange earnings, and provide large number of jobs at every level, the Tourism Ministry is continuously consulting and collaborating with different stakeholders to boost the sector. Reducing e-visa fees, decreasing GST rates on hotel room bookings, and opening 120 new peaks for mountaineering are among the major highlights of Tourism Ministry in 2019. Along with this, several steps taken under Swadesh Darshan, Prashad scheme, and various other events of Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat were also undertaken during the year. A report.
In the year 2019, India's rank in Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index of World Economic Forum has moved to 34th position from 65th rank in 2013. Foreign tourist arrivals also registered a growth of 3.2% last year. The government is working to develop thematic circuits under the Swadesh Darshan scheme, and 77 projects amounting over 6,035 crore rupees have been sanctioned till date under the scheme. An initiative called Adopt a Heritage, Apni Dharohar Apni Pehchan, has been launched for developing tourist amenities at heritage and tourist sites and making them tourist-friendly. E-visa has been further liberalized, and visa fee on e-visa has been substantially reduced to increase tourism competitiveness of the country. The government has also opened more than 120 mountain peaks for mountaineering and trekking for promoting adventure tourism in the country. With Divakar Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
In West Bengal, a portion of a building at the Bardhaman railway station collapsed yesterday evening, injuring 2 persons. The injured were taken to the Bardhaman Medical College Hospital. Construction and repair work was underway at the century-old station building. Assam Rifles has recovered contraband drugs worth 3.8 crore rupees along the India-Myanmar border near Moreh town in Manipur. During the round-the-clock patrolling, the troops spotted an unidentified individual who was entering the Indian side from the Myanmar side. When the Assam Rifles team challenged him on suspicion, the individual fled, leaving behind the drugs. The recovered items have been handed over to the police for necessary legal action. In Himachal Pradesh, chilly cold wave tightened its grip across the state as middle and high hills received snowfall with scattered showers in plains. Higher reaches of Lahaul, Spiti and Chamba received snowfall, whereas famous tourist destinations Shimla, Manali and Kufri also experienced light snowfall yesterday. The Meteorological Department has issued a yellow warning for thunderstorm accompanied by hail and lightning at isolated places in plains, low and middle hills of the state on January 6th and 7th. The Weather Department also predicted rain and snow at few places for high and mid hills, with rain in plains over the next 3 days as well. The first T20 International of the 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka will be played at the Borshapada Cricket Stadium in Guwahati this evening. The match will start at 7 p.m. All India Radio will broadcast live commentary on the match, alternately in Hindi and English. It can be heard on FM Rainbow and additional frequencies from 6:30 p.m. Fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah and opener Shikhar Dhawan will be under the spotlight as both cricketers return to the fold from their injuries. Meanwhile, all the preparations have been put in place for the match. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Abhishek Mukhopadhyay.
Thank you, Ravi. Most newspapers have noted the killing of Iranian general in a U.S. drone strike and the fury over the Nankana Sahib attack prominently on the front page. Trump calls slain Iran general #1 terrorist, says Hindustan Times. India caught in crossfire as Trump invokes Delhi, writes the Hindu. In his story headline, Why Trump Listed Delhi, Mail Today reports that official circles believe that Trump was referring to 2012 car bomb attack on an Israeli diplomat's wife. Gurudwara attack in Pak sparks protest by Sikhs, reports the Statesman. Anger across party ranks over Nankana vandalism, says the Asian Age. Gurudwara Sahib not desecrated, claims Pakistan, writes the Pioneer. And finally, linguists declare singular they word of the decade, reports Hindustan Times. The singular form of the they is used to refer to people who identify their gender as neither entirely male nor entirely female, as the paper. And with that, it's back to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Abhishek. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. BJP to launch 10-day nationwide mass contact drive from today to mobilize support for Citizenship Amendment Act. SGPC to send 4-member delegation to Pakistan following a mob attack on Gurudwara Nankana Sahib. Air India chief rejects rumours of shutdown of disinvestment-bound national carrier. 2 missiles hit high-security green zone in Baghdad that houses the U.S. Embassy. President Donald Trump threatens to hit 52 sites in Iran if Tehran strikes U.S. assets. And in cricket, India to take on Sri Lanka in the first T20 International in Guwahati this evening. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.